Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since my last video, but we got some exciting news. In today's video, we are going to be starting Season 2 Solo Survival. I've actually gone ahead and done a little bit of the grindy bit and just got a few basic things down. Got a bed, I got some sheep there behind me, I got my chest with some stuff, and you might notice I got some not diamond, I wish I had diamond. I've got some iron armor. I actually was fortunate enough to have a, you might not be able to see it in the distance there is a shipwreck, and there was a whole bunch of iron in that chest, so I was very lucky. This is amazing start or spawn area that I managed to get. I mean, a completely random seed, so not like anything was pre-thought out, so it was really cool to be able to spawn in this area, and there was that shipwreck right there, and a whole bunch of sheep here too, so I could start off with having a bed almost immediately, so that made a massive difference. So let's jump to first person, and I will show you around a little bit. So here I've got a whole bunch of stuff. As you can see, I've got stuff from the ship. I even have a buried treasure map. We'll have to go find that, but that's for another time. Still got some iron, got a whole bunch of other cool stuff, and my inventory is just full of everything that probably doesn't need to be there right now, but I will work later on getting down a little bit of a storage setup, which is going to be much needed. As you can see here, here's my sheeps in varied colors. Once these guys get going, I'll be able to make beds or other stuff out of them too. So, but I already managed to have, I already got a bed already, so it did take a while, but I have one. So over here, let's go here, pick flour, and just a basic, very small farm, just to get some stuff going, so that I could breed up these sheep, as I want to get all the different colors. So the idea is probably eventually have a proper wool farm, but I'll breed up these guys with what I have now. So we got that there, and then down here is like a little sort of mining cave. This will probably be like the entrance to my starter mine at the moment. We'll see how it goes. Although I did see like that we've got one of these azalea trees, as far as I know they call it, which might suggest, if I'm correct in what I've been told, that means there's a lush cave right underneath us. I am not sure if that is true or not, so I'm going to have to go find out. I have not really gone mining at all. I did try do something. I went off down here and I had this bright idea that we could do this whole underwater thing from that little cave, but I'm not sure if I'm going to keep this. I might just fill this in. But I have been thinking about the what needs to be done in this season, and I have my big idea that I have, and it's going to take a lot of work, and some of you may have seen the time lapse that I did. That was my creative world, but that's basically that like sea-based city, like just floating in the water. Well, not floating, they'll be bedded to the ground, seabed, but that's the whole idea that I have for this area out here. We might integrate that shipwreck into it, and I should probably sleep soon in case I die. That is going to be the idea for this season, is to have a like very modern seafaring like city that's in the water. So that's the idea, but I'm going to need a heck of a lot of materials to even but get started on that. As you would have seen if you did watch that video, I used a whole bunch of mossy cobble, and I have nothing of the sort at the moment, so I'm going to switch that out for cobblestone. And then concrete, well, I'm going to need sand. Luckily, sand is not lacking at the moment. And gravel, well, I'll find gravel. Gravel is around. That'll get from mining. So that is the plan that I have for this this season, and we're going to slowly but surely we're going to get there. So we'll probably go out somewhere out here. Yeah, let me just options. My sound's very low. Anyway, okay, something. Yeah. So here's the shipwreck, which I have already looted, but I'm thinking that I would like to integrate that whole design into this area and maybe bring the shipwreck into it. So let me not get lost where let me go head home. So we are in this little forest over here. There's my little outcrop there, and I want to build hopefully either here, but probably in this direction, because I think that's where the sea is. But this water, I think, is big enough for that. So as far as I know, in that direction, oh, there's land there, but it's like sort of, yeah, it's like we're in almost a massive sort of lake. But the idea is for it to be in the middle of the water. So I think this is big enough for my idea. Ooh, lag. So let's quickly head home. Okay, so I think what I need to do is I've got a little bit of iron, but not a lot. So I think let's start with, let's do a little bit of mining. So let's jump into some mining. Let's see how far I get. And let's try and get some resources down, some extra resources that I've got. See if I find some gravel. That would be amazing. I have a lot of sand already. So actually what I should do is empty my inventory of everything I do not need, and then let's do some mining. So let's this chest is not going to be big enough, so let me put some more chests down. Maybe I should go... the best place to actually start putting all my stuff now, until we get our grand base idea, is perhaps make this little cave my starter base, just because it might be practical to do that. So let's get some chests here. Organize these chests at a later time. And let's eat some food quickly. We went fishing with a sword. And let's start off in this direction, I think. So I'm not too worried about what this is gonna look like right now, but let's just start heading down in this direction and let's see what I can find. Well, it looks like I just bumped into an Enderman and a lush cave by the looks of it. I think we are actually here in a lush cave. Yeah, this looks like it. So maybe that azalea tree thing was right after all. And This looks amazing. Oh, I can really come up with some plans to use this place. Oh boy. Okay, so we need to get down there without destroying the everything around it and destroying me. So and this looks so cool. Hey, we found some deep slate iron. And it keeps going. Oh, there's abandoned mine shaft as well, and an axolotl. And my carnage that I left behind. This is really pretty. Oh, we got some, whatever that flower is called again. This is really cool. I am definitely going to think about what I can do in this place. I do not want to ruin this place at all. But I am going to take the ores that are lying around because that's what I came down here for. So let's get out of here. There we go. That is an incredible find. Okay, so I am back from that mining expedition, and yeah, as we saw, we found that lush cave. So after that, I decided to do a little bit of base revamping. So I am going to be throwing in a time lapse now of that. I did a you might see a little sneak peek here. I have revamped the cave, which was just a small little hole in the ground at that point. I have done some modifications, so we are going to jump straight into a time lapse, and then I will see you when I am done. So yes, so as you can see here, here is the sort of new entrance. It still needs a little bit of work on the outside here. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do here, but I want to actually remove the sand and put in dirt and, well, get some grass growing and maybe plant some more trees and just make things look a little bit neater over here. But that is a video for another day. But yeah, let's hop in here, and you can see I put some sort of staircases, well, steps in. So yeah, this is the revamp. As you may remember, it was a tiny little little hole in the ground here. So we've done some big modifications. I put in this sort of random floor. I might do a little more work on that, but it's just a flooring that I really enjoy, especially with this type of build. I always enjoy these underground builds. So I have put in some more advanced storage than what I had before. As you can see, everything is looking all nice and organized. I'm still having to remember where I put everything, but it's great having everything organized into chests. Just makes the place a lot neater, and don't have to have random chests all around outside with all my stuff, then I don't know what's there. So yeah, I've given it sort of this natural, tried to give it this sort of natural cave feel, and like it's been sort of hewn out and built up a little bit. Got my furnaces, eventually probably put it in an auto smelter, that's again time for another day. And again, down here is that thing I tried to do, and you can see into the water under here, which is going to be, you know, my water tower. Those towers that are going to be built in the water are going to be out here anyway. So what I might do is actually continue on with this build here, this sort of underground thing, and make the glass go all along the water, along the bank. And you can actually see those buildings from out there. So that's kind of the plan with that. And then obviously down here is my the mine shaft we put in, and right at the bottom is that lush cave that we found. So we are going to be probably doing a little bit of development on that, because I want to incorporate that into this build. So obviously this is my starter base. As we chatted about, the idea is to move into the ocean, but that is going to be definitely in some next episodes. I think the next thing I need to do after this is clean up this outside area, so that'll probably be in the next video. I'm going to be neatening up this outside here, expanding on my farms and for my crops, and with my animals as well, especially the sheep, so I can get the wool, and maybe move them away from the base itself so I don't have to hear them the whole time. That's probably the idea, but again, I want to get rid of most of the sand, so the good part of that's going to be where all my sand for the concrete that I need for the big build is going to come from. Gravel, I've managed to pick up quite a bit already, but there's a lot under the water, and there's a lot, you usually find a lot when you mine, so I'm going to, that I will just slowly accumulate as it goes, and when we think we're ready to at least get in the base of our build, then we will move towards that. So I trust that you enjoyed this video, and I will definitely see you in the next one, and I have got some big plans for that video. So with no further ado, I will see you in the next one. Cheerio, bye.